Well, I'm out on the fields of dreams. It's a grey day, but it's beautiful. Sounds of the birds of prey mewling, I think it's called, in the background, and the cows making sound. And this ploughed area is what I'm concentrating on. My first decent find for this hunt, although it may not look much, it's a piece of lead. And it's clearly not as a bullet. I'm curious as to what that can be. And I know some of you are fans of lead out there. So, Robbie Cole, there's one for you. What on earth is that? It's got 4 sides, not quite a point. Flat ends on both ends, it looks like, or near enough. Curious. Moving on. And my next find, you might even be able to see on the surface here, was a stunking 74 in general mode. You're blowing your ears off with the Deus too. And it is what looks to be a 4-hole button, which is MW Animations. Go and check out their channel, they're brilliant. I'll try and remember to put a link below. 4-hole button, I know you like your buttons, my friend. Very cool. Moving on. Well, I don't think it's anything particularly special, but it was, let me show you. Deus 2 general mode. There's a 63 signal, good signal. And there is a coin, and it's a small coin. Oh, it's a 1 wrapping. So it's got a lovely shield on that side. Can't quite make out the date. Late 1800s, early 1900s, I would guess, but I will check that out later. Very cool. Moving on. And that would be my next find for today. If I can get the worst of the dirt out of it, is a button with shank still attached by the looks of it. Yeah. See if there's anything on it. No. Okay. At least don't think so. But still, very happy with that. Do like to find me a good button. Moving on. Well, 83 double tappy. You know, I look down and I can see something, and I think it's glove off time. Sorry guys, I don't know if you can see that. Could be nothing, could be a button. No, it's a button. I mean, I like buttons, don't get me wrong. I really like to find a button. When you think you're about to find a hammered coin or Roman or something like that, yeah, but still cool. Moving on. And a lovely 83 signal brings this beautiful musket ball. You must admit, I really like finding these, and that looks like a dropped one. Don't think that's been fired. Very cool. Moving on. Well, I have no idea. Miniature toilet seat, or perhaps a fuel cap thingy, or some kind of cap with Dan written on it. So, Dan, if you're watching, great, you know, terrible with names. Metal Detecting, what's his channel called? Could be Metal Detecting with Dan, I don't know. Have to look it up. But anyway, he's got a great channel. Yeah, that's something for you. I'm getting soaking wet. Moving on. Well, dodging the raindrops, and That's what I just found. 70 signal on the DS2 in general mode. I don't know if that's part of an ornate buckle or no idea. But I like it and I found it. Looks like there might have been a hinge there running through the center. Piece of iron both sides by the looks of it. Interesting. Okay. Moving on. This one's a bit of an odd one. Going along, get a 50 signal. 50, 51, 52, 50. Thought, gotta be lead. Find a lot of lead around the 50. And I don't think it's anything special. No, it's a modern coin of some kind. Oh, it's but that's an yeah, it's a 10 wrapping. I guess quite an old one. No, it's not. It's bear with me, guys. It's 1881. So that's why I didn't recognize the numbers on this. It's 1881. So yeah, 10 wrapping, 1881. Cool. Moving on. And although that's not a metal detecting find, as in using the metal detector, I am walking because of the metal detector and I see this. And yeah, it's a button. Look at that. Beautiful porcelain or something like that. Button. Very cool. That's actually one of my favorite finds of today. Amazing. Moving on. Now I know this is iron, and I know a lot of people don't like to dig iron, but I often do, and perhaps I'll do a 10-hole iron dig, show you guys, depending on the age of the ground that you're in, what you can find. I mean, that for me is wonderful. Not entirely sure what it is. Judging by the shape of it, I would say that's quite old. It's not uniform on both ends. The curls are different sizes. The hole is not entirely uniform, so that's definitely fairly old. And part of what I have to do here is I have to dig the iron as well. So that's a very cool find. And if you guys would be interested in a 10-hole iron dig, let me know. Moving on. I know that's just a stone, but that's an odd hole through it. Don't know what that could have been used for, but it's cool. Maybe I have to take that. Moving on. And this might be my last find for today. I'm on my way back to the car, but you never know. 75 on the Deus. Now we're going to play the coin or button game. Button. Cool though. Moving on. So a very quick wrap up to this day's hunt. Piece of lead randomus itemus. The third. Buttons. Do like to find me a good load of buttons. This one's fairly modern, but he's complete. Some bits and pieces, perhaps an ancient Roman guitar pick, maybe. Clothes fastener. Some randomous bits and pieces. No idea. That's an interesting piece for me, but I have no idea what it's off. Another button. Musket ball. Do like to find them, especially when they're complete like that. A beautiful button. I was very happy with that. One of my favorite finds. And an 1870
I think, or 78, 1878, I think it is. One wrapping. So that's cool. It's not legal tender anymore, but it's quite old. And a 10 wrapping from 1881, and that one is actually still legal tender, so you can spend that in the shop. Oh yeah, and this very interesting piece with a piece of iron in the middle there, so it would have been hinged on something, but I have no idea what that's of. It's cool though. Some random iron finds. Perhaps I have to come out a little bit so you can see that. Yeah, I don't know exactly what that is. It's cool. Could it be off like a weighing scales? So you would have had that holding up and the weighing scales would have been either side. Could be. My imagination knows no bounds. And what I think could be an iron ingot, although I'm not sure about it. Usual square nails, different things. That one I don't know. Could be off a measuring tool. Don't know. I like it, but I don't know what it is. I think that's a bit more modern by the looks of it. It's got a thread on the end there. And Digger Dan, if you watch this, if you want this, it's yours. Don't know what you would use it for. Scoop maybe? Anyway, moving on.